Okay, so let's go with the original sequence. So we have 3x and x. Now we need to find a couple of numbers that multiply together to give you -10, so we can put those in our format and see what happens. Okay, so let's try -10 and 1. Okay, and then see what happens when we multiply those. So we get 3x minus 10, all that in parentheses times the quantity of x plus 1. Using that FOIL model that I showed you, we're going to multiply f, the o's, the i's, and the l's together. So doing that, we get 3x times x plus 3x times 1 plus the -10 times x plus the -10 times 1. Okay. So that gives us 3x squared plus 3x minus 10x minus 10. And that gives us 3x squared minus 7x minus 10. Is that our target trinomial? Right, no. Because our original trinomial started out as 3x squared plus 13x minus 10. So we've got a -7x in the middle, or really the -7 instead of the +13. But the 3 worked out okay, and the -10 worked out okay. That means we need to probably do another tweak. So let's use this as option 1, option A. Okay, now let's go with option B. Okay, with option B, let's try 5 and -2. See whether that works. You see, we already know that the 3 times the 1 here is going to give us 3, so that works. And then we know that 5 times -2 is going to give us -10, but we don't know about the middle pieces. So let's try that. That's going to give us 3x x plus 3x times the quantity of -2 plus 5 times the quantity of x plus 5 times the quantity of -2. Okay, so that gives us 3x squared minus 6x plus 5x minus 10. And then eventually that's going to give us 3x squared minus x minus 10. Is that our target? Nope, that's not our target either, because the first term and the third term are okay, but the middle term is the problem. We have a -x that we calculated here, but our target is supposed to be 13x. Okay, let's try another one. Let's reverse the 5 and the -2, and let's go with -2 and 5. We'll call that option C. Okay, so it'll just be the reverse of this. So we get 3x plus 2, so parentheses, then we get x plus 5. Okay, then we start multiplying that together. So we'll get 3x times x plus the 3x times 5 plus the -2 times x, and then finally plus the -2 times the quantity of 5. Okay, so for FOIL, for F, O, I, and L, we get 3x squared. For the O, we get 15x. For the I, we get -2x. and for the L we get negative 10. Okay, we're going to separate all these with plus signs. Okay, so 3x squared, and then we have 15x plus times a negative 2x. That's going to give us 15x minus 2x. That's going to give us 13x. And then finally, the positive times the negative 10 is going to give us a minus 10. Okay, now is this the target? Yes. 3x squared, and matches up to 3x squared here. 13x matches to our center term, and minus 10 is our third term. So we can see that at this point the factoring worked, and we were able to use a few trial and error methods, a few trial and error options, but that's what it may take. Now the reason why I showed the options is because different people may choose different options. So because everybody is a different person, we might choose different options, but we're still trying to go with the same idea of using that trial and error method with the FOIL for a check, so that we can come to our target trinomial or the decomposition of the trinomial into the product of a set of binomials. Okay, so at this point, let me open it up on the floor to see if anyone has any remaining questions about either problem 2 or going back to problem 1. Okay, any questions at all? Okay, well, if there are no questions at all, I certainly